In the world each day, millions of trades are done on the internet. Many people even do their ordinary daily shopping via the internet. Among the various goods that are traded over the internet, we can refer to cryptocurrencies. In most of the trades involving these currencies, buyers and sellers have no prior knowledge about each other. Another thing that is traded over the internet is the offering of different services. Services like making an advertisement teaser. The best method to increase the security of online trades is to use Counos Escrow service. In this teaser, we will show you what the buyer and seller should do step by step. At first, the buyer enters escrow.counos.com and creates an account for himself. In the next step, the buyer needs to create a private key for himself. In Counos Escrow, the buyer, the seller, and the escrow agent each have their own unique private keys and can use them to approve the trade. In the next step, by clicking on Create New Contract, the buyer enters the subject of the contract, the terms of the contract, and the email of the seller into the system. And just that easy, the contract is created. Much like any other contract, this contract needs to be approved by the seller to become effective. Since the seller in our scenario is not a member of the escrow.counos.com, an invitation mail has been sent to him containing the contract terms. After the seller joins Counos Escrow and his private key is generated, the seller can read the contract terms in the contract section, and if he agrees, he can approve it. In the contract terms, all details like cost, duration, delivery conditions, and anything else that is required are referred to. After the seller approves the contract, now it is time for the buyer to pay for the contract. This is done by clicking on Payment and scanning the QR code. The buyer only needs to enter his digital wallet, and in the Send section, he can scan the QR code that is shown in this page. By doing this, the money is sent to a multi-sig wallet and is only sent to the wallet of the seller if the buyer is happy with the result of the contract. After the money is sent from the account of the buyer, a message is sent to the seller, and the seller can easily start his work. After the order of the buyer is ready, the seller sends the file for the buyer with peace of mind. Now, if the received file is as specified in the contract terms, the buyer can allow for the funds to be released to the seller. After the buyer approved that he has received the file, the seller can withdraw his money. And just like that, the money is sent to the seller's account with the private keys of the buyer and seller. And if the buyer and seller have some disputes, by using his private key, the escrow agent can approve whether the money should be returned to the account of the buyer or be sent to the account of the seller.